Hello and welcome. My name is Professor William Corder. I am the instructor for this fully online Physical Geography and the Environment 101 lab class that's being taught in the first 6 weeks of the summer 2022 summer session at Santa Ana College. I'm going to walk you through how to get onto the class and then some things about the class. I realize that many of you are already pros on Canvas. Nevertheless, you may want to just watch this video. It's kind of no harm, no foul. So what you do is this. You type in sac.edu, as you see up here, sac.edu, and then either this page or a very similar page is going to show up. When it does, up here at the top, you can see Canvas. If you click on Canvas, this page is going to show up, which if you click on that yellow banner will allow you to go in, put your information in, and log into Canvas. And then what's going to happen is something like this is then going to show up, which is called your Canvas dashboard. This is my Canvas dashboard. It, of course, is different from yours because I'm an instructor and you're a student and I teach at Santa Ana College, but you just come down, look around, find your class. So here it is, Geography 101L, which means lab number 11391. If you click on that, this is going to open up, which is known as your Canvas homepage. It says right here, start here. That's probably a good place to start. Let's click on it, see what happens. I would advise you to read through this. It doesn't take very long to do that. And that'll give you at least a little bit of information about the class. I'm going to backspace here. Then you can see right down below that on the Canvas homepage, welcome to Physical Geography and the Environment 101 Lab. Yes, this is similar to start here. The school builds in some redundancy into these classes. So it is indeed basically the same thing. You can read through this or not because it is basically the same thing as start here. A little bit of difference, but basically it's the same thing. I also want you to know this. While if you have the captions on for this particular video, the captions are very good. They may not be perfect. The rest of the captions that you're going to see on the rest of the class, so on the lecture videos, either I have personally captioned them all or else they've been done professionally. So they're really, really good. If it was me, I would just leave the captions on while I'm watching the lecture videos because that helps you so you can see the words and how they're spelled and catch things if I speak quickly or I slur a word or whatever it may be. Then come over here to Syllabus. If you click on Syllabus, the class syllabus is going to show up. You can print it right here. If you click on that, it'll come up as a document. You can print it, or you can just look at this one that opens automatically for you. You can see this is Physical Geography and the Environment 101 Lab. I'm not going to go through every single bit of this. There is a quiz on this in the first module, so you need to read through it. But I'll go through some of it. Disclaimer, the instructor, which is me, reserves the right to modify the syllabus course overview if needed. You know, I mean, it's been a crazy few years, so just in case something happens. Email, well, look, what I want you to do is either message me through Canvas or use my Gmail address, which you can see is right here. There you go. And the reason is because I'm not going to continually have access to my Santa Ana College email throughout this 6-week semester. From June 22nd to July 8th, I will not have access to it. So I don't want you to use that as your way of contacting me because I won't be able to pick it up. So either message me through Canvas, which is easy enough. You just go right over here to inbox, click on that, and you can just write a message to me, just like you're writing an email. Just, you know, click on the little pencil icon and off you go. Or you can email me at my Gmail email address, which you can see right there, and I'll be able to pick that up. So if we scroll down here, you can see there's a phone number, but I'm not going to have access to it because I'm not going to be in my office. Course name, description, format, textbook. There is no textbook for this class, so you don't have to worry about buying a textbook. It's free in terms of that. The placement of the class and its transferability, DSPS statement. If you're a DSPS student, please get that paperwork to me quickly. Student learning outcomes and objectives, course topics, attendance, since this is a fully online class. If you do not complete the things that are required for Module 1, by the time they close. So if you don't get those things completed, I am required by the state to drop you as a no-show, just so you know. Course grading, there's a 14-point syllabus quiz. So the syllabus that you're looking at right now is a quiz on that. Lab quizzes in each one of the modules that have varying point accumulations, a 100-point midterm exam, and a 100-point final exam. That's how you build your grade. Notice that basically it's a straight scale, and also notice this. No exams will be dropped. No lab quizzes will be dropped. The syllabus quiz will not be dropped. There are no makeups, retakes, or redos on any graded assignment. Once a graded assignment closes, it cannot be reopened. 0 will be assigned for all quizzes or exams that are not completed. Or, you know, if you partially complete it, Canvas will grade it as whatever your grade is. But if you don't do it at all, it's just going to go in as a 0. This is the schedule. So what we have is this. Usually the way we work is a semester is 16 weeks long, but we're condensing this into 6 weeks. And as a result of that, instead of having 16 modules, the way Canvas would usually be built for Santa Ana College, we're going to have 12 modules, okay? That's what you're going to work through is 12 modules. And if you look right here, Module 1, June 12th to 18th, and then Module 2, also June 12th to 18th. Then Module 3 is June 19th to 25th. Module 4 is also June 19th to 25th. Module 5, June 26th to July 2nd. Module 6, June 26th to July 2nd. Sorry about that little thing, but there's a trash truck going by me behind me, and it's freaking me out. Sorry. So you can see that we're going to do 2 modules per week. All right, 12 modules, 2 modules per week, 6 weeks, all right? And then you can see over here, can you hear the trash truck? Lovely. Of course, right when I decided to do this video, the trash truck drives by. Then you can see over here on assessment, it tells you what is being graded in each one of these modules. So you can see in Module 1, there's 3 graded assignments. In Module 2, there's 1. And then in Module 3, there's 1 graded assignment. Module 4, there's 2, and so on, right? And then you can see in Module 6, that's when we have our midterm exam, and then we start the second half of the class. And then you can see Module 12 is when the final exam is going to occur from July 17th to July 23rd. Technical support, required technology, academic honesty, and so on. Assignments in Canvas, how to do that. Then notice important dates, Juneteenth holiday, which is actually celebrated on June 20th because the 19th is a Sunday, Independence Day, and then notice the final exam will be open for you from 12 a.m. on Sunday, July 17th through 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, July 23rd. Miscellaneous about using my email, some other things, Title IX, and so on, okay? Scroll down a little bit more. Course description, required materials, there I am at the Taj Mahal. Once again, you know, how to contact me, which is messaging me through Canvas. As I said, you go over here to inbox, you click on that, and you can just, you know, it's like writing an email, I guess. Or use my Gmail address. Contact information, again, I'm not going to be at that phone number. Some kind of etiquette about emailing me. I would greatly appreciate it if you read through this emailing me thing before you send me an email. The instructor bio, something about me, talks about my backyard chickens. One of them died this morning. Unfortunately, she was 10 years old. We don't kill them. You know, they live until they die, and then that's it naturally. But that chicken probably laid me, you know, 600 or 700 or 800 eggs in her lifetime. Quite a bird. And then student learning objectives and so on, okay? Let's come back over here to home. And you can get to the modules to start doing the class in one of 2 ways. You can click on any one of these buttons that will bring you to a module, or you can come over here and click on modules on the left-hand side. You can see grades right down below that. That's where you find your grades. This is my Canvas class, not yours, so it's a little bit different, but yours is going to start with course information. And you can see if you click on, I would advise you to go through the course information. I can't make you do it, but I would advise you to do it. If you click on Welcome to Physical Geography and the Environment 101 Lab, gives you some more information about the class, very similar to the start here. You click on Next down at the bottom right-hand side. And again, the school builds in redundancy. Here's the course syllabus again. Click on Next again down at the bottom. Brings you to instructor contact. And once again, some more redundancy, but they want to make sure that you see it, so they put it in multiple places. Click on Next again, communication plan. Again, more of the same stuff, more or less. I would still read through it. At least, you know, run your eyes over the top of this so that if you need to find it, you'll say, oh yeah, I remember reading that someplace, and you'll know that it exists. And then course policies, which basically is just, you know, let's treat each other kindly. And then, you know, how to email me and so on. Coming back over here to modules on the left-hand side. Let's scroll down and take a look at module 1 and 2. Once Canvas resets itself a little bit. Okay, right there. So here's module 1. I would always suggest this. When module 1 is open, just take a look through it like this. Scroll through it. And remember, we're going to be doing 2 modules per week, so scroll through module 2 also. Okay, so there you've kind of seen what's going to happen. And notice that the quizzes are, with the exception of the syllabus quiz right here, are going to be at the end of a series of lectures. So if you click on Module 1 Introduction, okay, it's a little bit about what's going to happen. This is a little bit long, but most of them are not that long. And you can click on Next to get back to it. I'm going to just refresh the page, come back over here. And you can see right after that, Overview, Introduction into the Introductory Lab. There's a little video here, tells you something about what's going to happen. So you may want to look at that. It's about the Introductory Lab. It's only a minute long. It's not too bad. Here's the syllabus quiz. When you click on that, please read instructions. Notice due time frames, June 12th at 6 p.m. through June 28th, or sorry, June 18th. I did not say June 28th. I retract that. Your Honor, I request to strike that. So it's June 18th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you've read the syllabus or you have it open when you take that quiz. It's the only quiz that you're going to get 2 chances at. All the rest of them you only get 1 chance at. And then you can see where it says Introductory Lab. So if you click on Introductory Lab, you're going to see that the lab document will open. These are always sort of towards the front of the module. And this is what you're going to work through. So you read through that, you do these exercises right here, water quality, okay, then you can come down here, there's going to be some more exercises, and you're going to go through these. This is what the quiz is going to be based on. Now, sometimes I would have those all filled in before I start to do the quiz because the quizzes are timed. Sometimes there's going to be more challenging, sometimes less challenging labs, but I would have them always filled in. And in the case of this one, you can see pH explanation. So this is a little lecture on the pH scale and how it works. I would watch it. It'll help you fill it in, the lab document that is. And you can see introduction, exercise 2, water experiment. Sometimes there's experiments that are being done that I'm doing for you. So there I am doing the water experiment. You must watch this and fill in the blanks on the lab document in order to be able to complete the introductory lab quiz, which follows right after that. So you can see right there, introductory lab quiz. If you click on that, all right, here's a lab quiz. You're going to go through it. You got 90 minutes to do it. You only get 1 attempt at it. So make sure you filled in the lab document before you start that. And then because we're condensing this class, this 16-week class into 6 weeks, we're going to do what would normally be in Module 2, but it's the overview of Lab 1 geographic grid. So once again, if you click on that, you can see that here's an overview of it. Go backwards. And Lab 1, the geographic grid. So once again, this is going to open up. And when it does open up, ta-da, there we go. You'll see that you read through this, you work through it. There are lecture videos that go along with it. Make sure that you have all those exercises filled in prior to taking the lab quiz. It'll make your life a lot easier. All right, so you just work through this. It's a lab. And let me show you some of the lectures for this. So you can see subdividing degrees. This is a lecture, geographic grid, part 1, latitude. So if you click on this, I'm explaining how to do it. And it's helping you fill in the parts of the lab document. And then eventually you come down here and you see Lab 1 geographic grid quiz. That's what the quiz is going to be. But all of this is going to help you take that quiz. Please make sure you do all of this stuff first before you take the quiz. Otherwise, you're probably going to have problems taking the quiz. And then here's Module 2, right? Module 2 introduction, then the overview of Module 2, and then here's the lab itself, which is Lab 2, Earth-Sun relations, seasons, and insulation. Again, here's the lab. There it is opening up. And you're just going to work through this. Now, when you work through it, then eventually, when you finish with that at the end of Module 2, you'll see that there is indeed a quiz right there. Now, anytime you see more about, you do not have to watch those videos. These are just literally that. They're more about, so it's somebody else explaining the same material. Then after that, the following week, week 2, we go to Module 3 and Module 4, and then Module 5 and Module 6, which is your midterm exam, and so on. That's the way we go through this class. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll go back to the homepage right here. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in class.